I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys to buckle your seatbelts right now because I am going to fanboy a lot during this review. This is what I have been needing in a Dragon Ball figure right here. Just a friendly reminder from your boy Animated Heroes, don't forget to check out my boys at Sculptimo Toys for the best figures, best prices, and fastest shipping if you guys haven't already. Let's get into it. What the heck is up, you guys? Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review for you guys. And as you can see today, we're taking a look at the SH Figuarts. Mr. Satan, Hercule, whatever you want to call him, whatever you know him by. Either way, this guy is here, and man, I have been excited for this figure. I hate that I got him late, but like I said, here is the review that you guys have been asking for. So let's go ahead and start with that sexy packaging as we dive right into it. Now with the sexy packaging, it's nothing out of the usual, but of course it's just a brand new figure. You got the window packaging with the figure inside, SH Figuarts Mr. Satan right there, Dragon Ball Z, Tamashii Nation's Bandai, so you know it's real, Funimation and Toei stickers right there. Warning, ages 15 and up, nothing much going on at the top. Cool image of him right there posing at the bottom. Nothing much going on this side. On this side, as you can see, you got a couple of images of him with his championship belt and B at the top, which is a cool accessory. And then on the back, you got some poses you can get him into, a bunch of Japanese stuff I cannot read. Some of it's actually in English. And then you got the warning, choking hazard, and bluefin distributor. So that right there is the sexy packaging. Let's go ahead and bust this guy out because I know you guys are eager to see it, just like I am if you haven't already seen the review. Now, straight out of the packaging, I gotta say it, Tamashii Nation's Bandai killed it with this release. Now, I know this is one that a lot of people weren't expecting, but I'm glad that they did it. When I seen him go for pre-order, I swear I thought I knocked this guy out. That's why I didn't even bother getting it from Japan, because I thought I had got it, but I missed out on him. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm so glad to finally have this figure. You cannot look at that face and say that that doesn't look like he came straight out of the anime. I'm just looking at him, gives me that same nostalgia that I had when I watched him appear in the Cell Saga. A lot of people did not like him, but I love this guy, not just for comedic relief, but because he was a pretty interesting character. And I don't know, I just really like this dude because he was so funny, and I could just constantly hear him saying, "It's a trick," over and over. And man, I used to play as him in the games just for the hell of it, knowing he wasn't nearly as powerful as other DBZ characters, just because it was something new. And this figure is a breath of fresh air for me. Like, finally something new to the Dragon Ball Z collection that isn't the same mold, it isn't the same bulk, it's just new. It's entirely new, and they did it. Like, look at the hair, just everything. I could brag about this all day, but because of the fact there's already a million reviews out of it, I'm going to go ahead and put this guy back so I can show how tall he stands, and then we'll get into everything else. Now, to the top of his head, Hercule, or Mr. Satan, stands right at 6 inches, a hair under it, and to the top of his forehead, he stands at about 5.5, so he still feels a little bit on the smaller side, but of course we'll see as soon as we get to those size comparison how he stands next to some other Dragon Ball Z figures from the SH Figuarts line. Now for articulation, the strongest fighter in the world does look up that much. He looks down that much very well. He does get really good head tilt from both sides. Using the neck, you can get a whole lot better of a range. His arms go up about that much. Definitely good enough. He does have a slight butterfly joint in there, but you're not going to get much out of it. He does have a swivel right here, double jointed elbows, but unfortunately you can't really get it to bend too much more than that simply because of how thick his sleeves are. His hands are on a ball peg as usual, and you get pretty good range of motion. I do like the way that they hit it in there where you can barely even tell that it's on a ball peg. I think they did a great job with that. Now for his diaphragm joint, he leans back about that much, which is awesome, forward that much, even more awesome, he does have a waist swivel, as we all know. Foot goes forward about that much, not a lot because it's hindered by the gi, but of course we know it's on the new system that they use for the legs, so you could move it more. It's just that it's being hindered by that. He does do the splits very well. Of course, he does have the thigh swivel built in. He also has the double jointed knees, which look awesome. I dig that. I love how they made that work. He doesn't have a swivel right there, so you're not going to get him to move at the boot. His foot goes down that much, foot goes up about that much. Of course, you do get the ankle pivot, and last but not least, you get a toe hinge. So articulation wise, definitely passable, and with how bulky this figure is, I really think that they worked it in the best that they could. Now, getting into accessories, this guy is more than plentiful. He comes with the 2 fist hands that you can see on him right now. He comes with the smirk face, which I really dig. He comes with 2 pair of stylish palm hands, which are for his martial arts. He comes with 2 hands that are peace signs, which I freaking love that they included those. He comes with 1 pointing finger, and he also comes with 1 thumbs up finger. So hands, you definitely get an array. He comes with the champion belt that you can see him wearing right there. He comes with his regular martial arts belt, and he also comes with this one. I don't remember when he wore this one, so if you see it, let me know in the comments because I don't remember this one. He comes with a scared face, which this is probably my most favorite accessory. I'm gonna have a whole lot of fun with this one. He comes with his yelling face, which is pretty much when he's screaming to a crowd that's applauding him. And then he comes with a face for he's getting ready to attack or perform one of his signature moves, which I freaking love. He comes with B, which I was definitely not expecting, whose head is articulated. So that's one thing I like about this one. Good job with that, Tamashii Nations. He comes with a piece for his back that you actually plug in right here where the cape plugs in. So if you didn't know about that, now you know. So when you have this guy turned around, you don't have to worry about this spot being in there if you do pose him and take pictures. And lastly, of course, he comes with his cape that you guys saw at the beginning of the video. So man, accessory wise, they did a great job. I'm overly satisfied with everything that was included with this guy. Now for some size comparisons, here he is standing next to some of the characters from the Cell Saga, the SH Figuarts Premium Color Cell, the SH Figuarts Battle Damage Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and the SH Figuarts 3 Goku with a custom head swap. Next up, here he is standing next to the SH Figuarts Majin Buu, his best friend, and I do think that they overdid it a little bit on the size of Majin Buu. Like, this guy's huge compared to everybody. I really don't think he was that big in the anime as far as his size, but I mean the figure's still great nonetheless. And of course, next to him is the SH Figuarts Gotenks Super Saiyan. And lastly, here he is standing next to the Marvel Legends Infinity War Black Panther, and of course another Marvel Legends that I've done part swaps on. Now, all in all, there's nothing bad that I can say about this figure. I really freaking dig it, and I am so glad that Bandai finally decided to go another route in terms of making Dragon Ball figures. Of course, there's some that we still should have, such as Bardock. We finally got Gogeta coming. It's not the version that we should have. We need Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Yes, there's a lot of Dragon Ball characters that we need, but this guy here is one that I am just joyful about. I'm so happy that they released this figure, and I'm going to have some fun with this one. I don't know about you guys, but I am going to have some fun posing this one. It feels different. It's new in hand, and honestly, there's nothing I can compare it to in terms of the Dragon Ball line, because even when they upped it and gave us the 2.0, it felt great with Awakening Goku, and then after about Tien and Yamcha, it was like, okay, we're back to the same routine. This figure, for me personally, is not that. This just feels great. I'm so happy to have this. The only other figure that felt this refreshing was probably the Bulma that they released, and that's simply because the only other female character we got is Android 18. But for you guys that like Dragon Ball, and I'm talking about serious Dragon Ball collectors, you need this guy in your collection because he's just fun, especially if you take pictures of your figures. You need this guy automatically. He needs to be an automatic purchase. Think he's out in America everywhere now. You're probably going to pay about $64 retail for him, which isn't that bad at all, especially for what he was going for in the Japanese market. Like, don't even bother with that one anymore. Just pick him up. If you don't have him, you won't regret it. So I know you guys are not gonna like this, but I give this guy a 10 out of 10. I'm sorry, I just gotta do it. This figure is that for me, and I really enjoy it. So you guys will be seeing him a lot. Anyway, that's my review of him. Hope you guys enjoy it, and if so, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on everything you see listed in the description below, and as always, I will talk to you guys later. Peace.